Matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
11.
Here's Burrow.
That one complete down the field to Smith. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Washington.
Devontae Smith
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
The score, Commanders 7, Seahawks 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
Flushed out right. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
13 yards there at a Washington 1st.
Now it's Burrow. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Wheeler. And that'll wind up moving the
again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Tony Pollard with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Off the play fake, Levis. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Levis. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Hey, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of us.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
11. Stop.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Burrow. Swinging this out for Pollard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
11 MT. 11 MT. Take. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
12. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
11 MT, take. 11.
Pollard.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Brings up second and goal.
Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On one, ready?
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
Commanders 21, Seahawks 7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Levis on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Seattle.
Here's Levis.
And his throw is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that
play. Levis back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down,
They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
12.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second and 9.
From the 43, here's a second down and 9.
11 mighty.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's dumped off to Pollard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks.
11.
So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save.
He's got it at the 15. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first-half lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
At the 27-yard line.
Levis sets up to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Levis. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw it again with Levis. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Levis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He finds his man complete. It's Wheeler.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Commanders 35. Seahawks 0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Running left is Walker.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Levis to throw it. Going right back to Fant.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He's got the connection to Moore.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but These small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A 46-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
11.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now. The way
it got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Washington. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Commanders are pouring it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hey, gotta go.
Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
11 MT tape.
Burrow looking to pass. Under pressure, they got him again. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Washington going to send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Walker showing the power. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Levis looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Commanders take over
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
at their own 30-yard line.
11, 11, 11.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up
11 Thomas.
and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Steps away to his left. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And Levis with a smart move, sliding down after picking up the 1st. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Levis. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Levis's throw into the hands of Fan. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now Levis. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
122 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stop.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Commanders, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a loss at